Hey everyone, another episode of Unedited No BS. So, I haven't watched Investor Corey in a bit. Let's see what he says. Retire with 10K per month income with zero DTE on spot.
What if you can install this dead?
So, I guess we'll first start off by reading some of these comments. I love reading these comments before and see. Made a ton of AMD and W that you called over the last few months, patiently waiting, but worth it. 30K in 3 months. Just 2 trades. Okay. First, hey coach, thanks for helping me last week. Corey, thanks for guidance, helped me. So low, I can't even do one. Then again, I can't do spreads, no margin. This is nuts. The amount of money you need to pull this off is what? 750K. Good info. Corey, did you miss this guy? Let's find him. I wonder if there's a bot. One of these are bots. Alright, let's see what he has to say.
On the SPY and make 5,000, 8,000, 10,000.
28-minute video.
$1,000 a month or more by running zero DTE or weekly swing trades. Stick around, don't skip any part of this video because I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, my hidden strategies that I utilize in order to make this happen and in order to gauge the SPY and where to get in and
I feel like he's talking slower. I remember him talking faster. Is he trying to make more money? Let's go.
and to get in. But also, if you have a small account, I'm going to show you how you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars to run a similar strategy and generate consistent income. So stick around. I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know. Before we jump in, though, if you are struggling in the market.
My God, this is 45 seconds in and he still hasn't gone into it yet. Is this more of his sales pitching stuff? Yeah, sales pitch. Sales pitch.
Daily, monthly, whichever way you prefer. In this video, we're specifically going to focus on zero DTE or weekly, but I'm going to show you how we do it. This way, when the time comes where you might actually be assigned, it's going to be at a lower price, a lot safer, and it won't happen as often. Now, trading SPY is significantly safer than trading any other stock in the stock market, with the exception of maybe Coke. And to be honest, it's probably safer than Coke because it's got many different stocks in it, like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Meta. It also has Amazon, and it has other stocks like Tesla. This is a balanced ETF, and when stocks aren't doing well, they get removed or they take up less of a position. There's a rebalancing. So the SPY is very safe. Now, I use my AVP, which is a strategy I teach in the Discord, my mastermind class, boot camp classes. Like I told you, if you guys want to join Discord, the links in the information box.
Why is he still pitching his course? This is 3 minutes in almost. I hate this guy.
And I'm going to show you, when we look at the SPY on the 4-hour chart, my AVP is between 570 and 590. 570, 590 is AVP. So if you're going to get assigned on the SPY long term, if you end up getting assigned, you want it to be 585, 580 or lower. This way you are $30 or so below the top price and you're not buying in at the top. So if you're getting assigned down here, like right here where this line is, you can see all this area up here, you're below all that. So it's not as bad. Ideally, you'd want to be assigned down here in the 576 range because then it's a lot safer. So how do we do this? Well, the idea is to sell put options daily for multiple weeks, up to a month or more, so that if you get assigned, your average cost will be at
Why is he blurring this thing out?
the bottom of this AVP. Now, hold on a second. If you're confused, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. When you sell a put option every day and collect $10, let's say, after 5 days, you've collected $50. If you do this for 4 weeks in a row, it's $200, which is $2 because you divide by 100 shares, which means whatever strike you chose, take $2 off, and that's your average price. So if you're selling 590s, your average price is 588. That is just an example. We're going to make a lot more premium than $200 a week, but I just wanted to point that out so you guys have an understanding of how this works. So what we want to do is when you're selling daily zero DTE on the SPY, you're typically selling 25 to 30 delta. But there's a very important thing you need to do daily when you're selling. And you want to open up. You can see we're in the pre-market hours right now. I specifically waited to film this when the pre-market would open up. You can see this big dip down here that just happened. This is what we call a liquidity grab, or almost a liquidity grab. This happens. This is a sign of very bullish sentiment, and it's a good thing. But if you miss it, then obviously it's not good because you're missing profits or potential profits. But what we want to do is we want to look at the 30-minute candle and the 15-minute candle. We're going to have to go back in time a little bit here. So we're going to look at
30-minute, 15-minute candle. Okay.
at, let's say, this past week. When we look around
After 5 minutes in, he finally gives you some information you could use. So that's the candles, and looks like he is using, let's see, based on the time period, 5 days.
6:30 a.m., the lowest was around 598, and the highest was around 600, around 815. Then when the stock market opened up at 9:30, it started to go up. So what we're looking at is we take the lowest price in the morning, which is right here, and the highest price in the morning, which is right here. When the stock market opens at 9:30, if the SPY goes above the pre-market high, you'll immediately sell put options at the pre-market low, right at the low or right below it. If the SPY goes below the pre-market low, well, then you'd sell call options above the pre-market high. Now, this doesn't always work out, but we're going to be looking to sell put options. So in the event that the SPY does drop below the pre-market low, well, then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the most recent low, previous to that, go below that, and sell put options. But we want to make sure that if the stock is dropping in the morning, that once it stops and starts consolidating around 10 a.m., 10:30, then we enter. So if the stock starts dropping like this, we wait. You can see right here it consolidates and then starts to go up. Then we go below and sell that put option. It's very important to understand this, okay? So
okay, let's go back to that. So he wants to sell put options right here, and so he sell put options. What, for how long? A week? Look, it went lower, lower, lower. You would have had to buy it, and it kept going lower. It's bad strategy already. If it goes above it, so call options, you said? So, man, this guy, I don't feel like he knows what we're talking about. This is a 28-minute waste of time already. Let's see how many times he also tried to sell his scam course over time. Let's see, looks like right here again, he's selling the scam course. Let's go, keep going. And this is the Indian guy, the same video from several months ago.
Options, and that's when I started losing.
He's a scammer. Alright, let's see what other videos you got. Scam video. Watch before SoFi, Tesla. Let's see what he says.
2,130.
So Tesla had a huge run up on Monday and a huge drop on Tuesday. Let's see if he guessed that.
They're likely going to do and what the market is likely to do tomorrow. Box below if you want to see.
Yep, selling his ebook, $17. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's a waste of money. I'm not a hater. I just don't like you because you scammed me for money. I hate you, Corey. Give me back my money. Stop sending scam bots. Look, he's still selling. All this is all selling courses all the way up before he actually talks about something.
We're going to be somewhere in between 24 and 30. I think somewhere in this area is highly likely, and I think it will taper.
The VIX 2030 on Monday. Let's look at it. VIX stock. So this is for the week. On Monday, it did not go up. Already, you're wrong. You're wrong, Corey. You're an idiot.
Off next week into the week after, especially if Iran does not retaliate. This is very, very big. It's critical because if Iran retaliates, then America is going to go in and it's going to my strategy I teach my students. If you guys are interested,
where is this Tesla one?
Influence on the market. I think that they panic, they worry.
Here.
Starbucks will go down a little bit, but outcome of that, we don't know. Inevitable thing. Pretty much everything I've said in this video, most likely stock market Monday because I've gotten involved. So watch it all evening in every time. In fact, pretty much every it's going to drop down. Last Sunday, when the meta gapped up, right, possibility we could have a blood smaller, I would get out, let the market come where levels were, and all
did I fast forward
camps, and this is very
Tesla
important.
by accident?
And we're also going to look at NVIDIA
I think I did.
and how I put somewhere in, that instead
I don't
of
know
buying
where
stocks like up here at the top, we're going to be bringing it back. So this will be your chance to grab the ebook before it does. It also has some influence on the market. I think that Palantir.
Is it me or does he have nothing about Tesla at all in his video? And he hashtagged Tesla. He has not. NVIDIA still. SoFi. Microsoft. Selling his book again. Affirm. Meta. He doesn't talk about Tesla one time. What a scammer. He didn't talk about Tesla one time. Good job. I like this guy. Agent 77X. Everything you said never happened. received my copy of the book. Thanks, not a scam. Don't buy his book. You're getting scammed. Anyways, yeah, I agree with this person's comment. Everything you said never happened. Good job. Good job. I'm not gonna watch any more of his videos. This guy's just a scammer, man. What does he posts? And yet you're not gonna admit that you're wrong. Yeah, don't listen to this guy. Invest with Henry and invest with Corey. Are they committing criminal fraud? Fraud, tamil, legal cases. I might do a video with best stock strategy maybe later. Just to do his video. But yeah. Reddit replies. Invest with Corey. He's a scammer. Just warning. Good stuff. Other than that, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll make more videos. If you leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know you like these type of videos and I'll make more. Anyways, have a good one.